like me last year. Now they know my face. China on the base, we be in a place like the K.CD. They watch me like I'm on TV. Brought this back, but I ain't got receipt. Coking up Bobby Flay when I'm on this beat, yeah. They got me in a bad place. Might crash the whip in the highway. All about my cheese, it's a bad race. If you win it first, you in last place. They got me in a bad place. Might crash the whip in the highway. All about my cheese, it's a bad race. If you win it first, you in last place. 20 women on me, fall like Titanic. Sounded like Do Re Mi, like a zombie, running empty. You can see my show it to your hubby. Please don't get annoyed. You be talking like you got a point. I got hundreds in my pocket. I got hundreds from Detroit. Spend it on some things that I don't need because I do enjoy it. Don't be playing with my feelings, baby girl. It's not a toy. I'm the best out. Sorry that you left out. If you thought of something opposite, then go ahead, bounce. Never care about nada. Go ahead and make me care now. Turn my feelings off and now I'm ready for my close up. Closer, closer. She be getting closer. One more step. Your relationship is over. Good to meet ya when you're coming over. Trying to put my hand around your itty bitty shoulder. They got me in a bad place. Might crash the wind. If you win it first, you in last place. They got me in a bad place. Might crash the wind. All about my cheese, it's a bad race. If you win it first, you in last place.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Today's game continues this Brooklyn Nets homestand. What a story right now for these guys, win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
And this is what it looks like when a team has completely bought in. They are trusting each other and giving maximum effort, and the wins just keep coming.
And I think overall they've been very unselfish. They've played for one another, and that is the best kind of basketball to play.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Allen's shot is off. And Kevin Durant has talked about the Big 15 for the Nets, but Doris, depth has been a concern.
Yes, but give Kevin Durant credit because he understands that he cannot win a championship by himself. An organization has got to manage payroll with big contracts and then find bargain role players. It's going to be a key to achieving their goals.
To the paint. Here's Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
I think we think of Donovan Mitchell first and foremost as a scorer, but I love seeing his passing ability come into play.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Simmons. Pass to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
Whether making plays for himself or his teammates as he did there, Kyrie Irving, a dynamic playmaker.
Mobley outside. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Durant. Can't hit that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Love with the bucket.
We know this about Kevin Love. Contact will not deter him.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Right side, Simmons. Pass to Claxton. Lets the three fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Claxton's got 5 now.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Back to Mitchell. And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by Kevin Love. Here's Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
Jared Allen has length and passes, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Lobs up the alley-oop pass. KD's shot is good. He's got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And you figured once Gobert was traded, it was a matter of time before Mitchell was moved as well. You knew a team would jump at the chance to add him, and here we are now. A new start with a starring role for Donovan Mitchell.
Lopez. Here's Stevens. Cleveland the rebound. Lopez with the bucket.
Oh, took the bump there, powered through it. Go ahead, Mr. Lopez, I see you.
And Curry has it in the corner. To the inside. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Here's Mitchell. He takes it in.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's LeVert on the wing. Back to Mitchell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Basketball.
Nets leading by 7. And here's Mills. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
.36 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Mitchell. Here he goes. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%? Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Patty Mills is about winning, guys. If that means finding the open man, he'll do just that.
Lopez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
You know, with Robin Lopez, a career mid-70s free throw shooter, we'll take that any time from the center position.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Nets lead by 8.
Time to make some noise for your...
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nets.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitutions on the court.
The Cavaliers trail by 6.
And there's one area where the Cavs have been very good the past few seasons. That's the draft. They've made some terrific picks in terms of personnel. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Down low. It's stolen by Allen. Inside. Kicks it out to Love. Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Love's got his second bucket of the night. You're right, GA, they have, and the draft's been essential to the rebuild effort in Cleveland.
And they've been so smart about it. You look at the guys they brought in, Mobley, Garland, Sexton. They nailed just about every one of their selections.
And then Mitchell at the dunk.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the triple drive. Nice.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Substitutions for your Nets. Seth Curry.
Now the Cavaliers with it. They're on a 9-1 run right now. Here's Garland. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And Garland, a finalist for Most Improved Player of the Year in 2022, took a huge leap forward with his play.
Shooting 2.
For Garland, he put in the work, and it all came together for him, GA.
And his shooting reached a tipping point. Was given the keys as a playmaker, and this is a great situation for him. Boy, he's made the most of it.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
You know, their energy kicked in down the stretch, but too many mistakes overall. Just was not their night. Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Mitchell. He has 6. Mobley wide open. Offensive rebound. Down low. Four on the clock. Outside Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Brooklyn trailing. Oh, the lob for Simmons.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Allen inside. 8 points for him. And Love throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
A nice shot by Irving.
Well, contact is not going to prohibit Kyrie Irving from scoring. This guy has great instincts.
Good work there as it goes. Love's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Cleveland moving it around. Mobley inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 3-point Cavalier lead. Simmons with it. Picked up by Love. Outside for Curry. Bangs home the trifecta.
Now this is Curry's specialty. The catch and shoot, yes sir, that's in his bag. Go ahead, Seth.
And the Cavaliers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important. They want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And Allen slams it in.
Well, just quick with the decision-making. Smart pass by Darius Garland.
Pass to Warren. To the inside. Stolen by LeVert. Stolen by Thomas. And here's Sharp. Stolen by LeVert. And the layup's good off the glass. Osman's got his first basket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The Nets have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Boy, the speed and the open floor of Darius Garland, and how about the decision making? So impressive.
That one good for 2. Warren's got his first bucket of the night.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Pass to Sharp. LeVert grabs the miss. There's Garland. And he converts the layup.
Darius Garland.
Garland's got 5 points so far.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And so it's Cleveland.
Your Nets, 30. The Cavaliers, 36.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Doris, you and I know that firsthand. An intentional foul. Replay review.
Darius Garland.
What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is, fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens. I think one of the things you have to be in awe of is how creative and how elusive Kyrie Irving is to deal with when he's cooking offensively. This guy truly a remarkable talent.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
But Jared Allen, a rim protector at its finest. What a block.
To the middle. And slam dunk by Allen.
Assist.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. Katie says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey, because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And Durant sends it back. Pass to Simmons. Back to Durant. Simmons on the wing. 6 points for him. Count the basket. And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
By the Brooklyn Nets kid, let him hear ya.
Cavaliers leading. Now Garland. He's got 9. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
The wide open look here for Garland. From beyond the arc and then some. Garland's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Durant inside. Claxton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
2 minutes to play.
Kicks it out to Garland. .152 left here in the third quarter.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Indoors for Darius Garland, playing point guard, runs in the family.
That's exactly right, Kevin. Think about it. His father, Winston Garland, played 7 seasons in the NBA. And while Darius has always wanted to follow in his father's footsteps, Winston will be the first to tell you that young one is already better. Well, we know that injury ended Darius Garland's college career right at its infancy. But this guy smartly used his recovery time to focus on getting ready for the NBA. And boy, he's proven he can be a gifted player.
Mitchell right side. Shoots from the baseline. 5 on the clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Mitchell outside. Outside Garland. It's deflected. And they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitutions on the court.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Thomas. And he banks in the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
To the paint. Here's Lopez. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, that's thanks to Karis LeVert's court vision, making the right plays in pick-and-roll action.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
Fourth quarter.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Mills with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Personal foul.
And the Nets making a change here.
Substitutions for your Nets.
Here's Claxton. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Pass to Garland. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
But Darius Garland clearly in a groove, and his teammates just rely on him to get great production.
It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Allen inside. Mobley right side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
They get the rebound.
Jared Allen.
Allen, that's good.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
Timeout called, the Nets. Indoors, hasn't it been fun watching the evolution of Jared Allen? My goodness.
It certainly has, Kevin. This guy has proven he is an all-star caliber player. We know he's a double-double machine. He prides himself on hitting the glass. Any center on any team is going to have a problem if he gets near the cup because of his shot-blocking ability.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Jared Allen.
Garland with the bucket.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Count it. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
I like the mindset here of Donovan Mitchell. Decides to get into the painted area and finish it. Nicely done.
And good that time.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Brooklyn?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And Love gets it to go.
Just a huge basket from Kevin Love, stepped up right when they needed him to.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're down by 1. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
On the court.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Claxton. Irving looking for an opening. Durant. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Allen. Here's Garland. Driving in. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night. And then Durant with the jam.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
On your feet.
They're up by 1. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth.
Turn it up, Nets fans, for your Brooklyn Nets.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Here's Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Allen outside. Back to Mitchell. And Durant sends it back.
This is probably the aspect as his career has gone on where Kevin Durant has improved the most. The defensive end, he is a real factor.
Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Back to Allen. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
There's nothing like a big man with agility. Jared Allen operating well in the pick and roll right now.
Nets passing it around. Pass to Claxton. Outside for Durant. For Mitchell. It's good!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And they double up Allen. Mitchell up top. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
How big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Irving. Pass to Claxton. From outside, off the mark. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team second.
And so it's Cleveland with it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
This is exactly what comes with having the basketball late and becoming the focal point of your team. For Donovan Mitchell, making these free throws is critical.
He's able to hit the second one, and that ties the game up.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. It's tied at 67. 1 second left in the 4th quarter. Here's KD. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And Brooklyn has possession. Pass to Claxton. Down low. Excellent D there from Allen.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Knocked away. And stolen by Simmons. And he comes up with the deuce. Simmons got the first points here in the overtime period for the Nets.
Wow, Ben Simmons looking so confident in a big spot, guys.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul.
First team foul. In for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love.
Outside Garland. To the inside. And Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant.
Coming up on the floor for
Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. And that one's good, Mitchell.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Outside for Simmons. Here's Claxton, and he dunks it down.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll. I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Inside. Mobley misses. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. With the fadeaway. And it's sent back by Allen. They recover it. The Cavaliers trailing. Garland with it. Pass to Allen. Count!
Well, Donovan Mitchell excelling at taking what he sees in pick and roll.
52 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. He gets it in there. Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
Mitchell. It drops. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
To the middle. Here's Claxton. And it's sent back by Allen. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Mitchell outside. Pass to Love. Mitchell outside. And Durant sends it back. And he recovers it. 3 on the clock. Oh, off target.
You get the feeling that KD loves the pressure because he knows what he's capable of doing for this team.
Shooting for Brooklyn. KD. And out the line. Shooting 2.
And the second of 2 is good. That gives them the lead.
Yeah, he gets them the lead at the free throw line despite the 1 miss.
Timeout called Cleveland. They're trailing by 1. 3 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
And I think they've had enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
Off the inbound. Oh, no good. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony.